problem. I won't take up too much of your time. Okay, guys, so we're inside the Zoom room. So let me tell y'all what happened. So I was, minding my little Instagram business, and I was scrolling, and I come across this post from Swift on Demand. Now, this today is geared totally to clear the air and to find out exactly what is up. So if you guys know, so Bodak Yellow went diamond. Once it went diamond, I'm seeing this post that it's a possibility that somebody done got cut out of some kind of deal somewhere, some way, somehow. Right. So now I said, you know what? Let me just ask it just straight from the source to break it down for us and tell us what happened, where we go from here. So, so first we remember you from Love and Hip Hop, but we know that you are a very, very great producer, artist as well. So let's make sure we put that out there.
Thank you.
So tell us, what's going on?
I mean, it's such a broad topic, but it's like right now it's mainly, I'm just at a position where I'm trying to make sure that the right thing is done. You feel me? And it's like any of my posts, anything that comes off a different type of way, anything, as none is towards Cardi. And me and Cardi speak, we're cordial, know, and so it's not about that. It's mainly the management, because we both had the same manager, understand? Like we both was signed to the same person, what I mean, at that time. So like, I'm finding out now that, money was stolen from me too, and it's like, I saw the post where Cardi went viral and, she's doing the lawsuit and everything. And I was well aware of everything because I was involved in that too. But I was out the picture for so long that I was trying to figure out what direction my funds was coming from. You feel me? So, because at the time I wasn't talking to management, and Cardi's busy. You understand? So it's not like I'm not expecting her to, respond right away and stuff like that. So I took it on my initiative to, do my own little research, and come to find out, like, a whole bunch of stuff was wrong. You know what I mean? The contracts, everything down to the music, everything was just all over the place. And I only found this out. I had a hunch. I said, just like I said on the post, I had a hunch because people kept coming to me. Stuff just wasn't looking right. But I actually confirmed it, that there was funds of mine that's floating around right now that I should have right now. And it's not happening because of management. So right now I'm just taking the initiatives to go about it and see how I could go about it. But it's so much to the story. It's more so of what part do you want to know? Because this story it could go on.
Right. So let's start here. A lot of the times when people create records, they start with their paperwork, they do their split sheets, they do that type of thing just to make sure that everybody gets what they're supposed to be paid. Now, in this situation, was that done?
So being that so with the manager or whatever the case is, the money that I was supposed to get from royalties, mechanical royalties and stuff like that, I receive royalties right now off of Cardi's old stuff, the stuff we did and stuff like that. I still receive royalties, but the mechanicals, that's the ones that come directly to the account. You know what I mean? Like the money,
like your CD babies, your tunes, SoundScan, TuneCore, which because your regular PRO is not going to recruit all of that money. You have to have that mechanical PRO as that supplement.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, so I just had it. So I was kind of like, torn by that. And it's just more so because like it's now at this point, it's so difficult for me to actually access these funds because of how the paperwork was done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
There was something funny with the paper.
That's you know what I mean? And just like, I mean, it's public information. He took 11 mil from Cardi. And during that period of time, he even came to Miami trying to make right with me at the time. And I kind of found it a little weird because I'm like, damn, I ain't really speak to you in a couple of years, but you're popping up now. You're answering my calls. you're texting me back if trying to find out, you trying to come go to the club, this, that, you know. So he comes, he pays me some money, tells me congratulations or whatever. And I just knew something wasn't right. You know, I knew something wasn't right off that. And just off the stats alone and the numbers, I've done walked into Rock Nation and I've done sat down with people and randomly conversations will pop up where it's like, yo, do you know that you have X, Y, and Z amount out there right now because such and such and such and da, 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 da. And I'm just like, damn. So all the signs is pointing to my hunch is right, you know. But just until recently, it just got cleared up. And me and Cardi, I hit Cardi up. We was talking about it or whatever the case is, and like, you know, her thing was just more so like, yo, you know, he's a shark. It is what it is, you know, because like she's still battling situations, still battling depths because of him. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's good, but there's depths there because of him. You know what I mean? And it's like with him more so, he came around, had me writing the beats, this, that are coming up with concepts, whatever the case is. And, you know, his promise to me was he was going to put my record at the time on the radio, get it lit and everything. Cause the only reason why he reached out to me in the first place is because I put a song called Live Bounce out. The song went, did his thing. I had kids in schools, all the high schools doing the dance and everything. It was going up. So I was getting calls. Being that was my first time, I didn't know how to go about it because I didn't know who phone call to pick up to, what meeting to actually show up to. You know, it's first time thing. So I go to him, you know, and he's just like, yo, you made this beat, you made this song. I'm gonna need you to try and do this and flip it for a female. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And he was like, yo, if you can help me make this happen, you know, I will put your song on the radio. I'll do this. I'll do this.
And really quick, if you can, let the viewers know who he is that you're referring to. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shaf. Yeah. The manager, KSR. You know, that was the
which was Cardi's management at that time. Both of your management.
Right. You know, that's he's, you know, the owner of KSR, and KSR is the label we both were signed to coming up. And, you know, so it was kind of like, I kind of just felt like the whole shit was just a big slap in the face, you know, because it's like now he's going around using these funds on other artists and doing what he's doing, and
to break them.
Yeah, and the credit is not even there, you know. So it's just, my thing is, it's been so long with this situation that I'm already over the fact of the money with this situation. I'm just more so at, yo, let people know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, at least the credit is, you know what I mean? You're gonna take funds and credit? Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, so that's the story could go on forever, you know. But more importantly, I'm just glad that, you know, I'm able to still surface and still do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? Still continue to work, make connections and make these moves and stuff, because artists go through this on a daily. I mean, this
all the time. They really do. How much would you say that you're owed?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. We talking at least well over 1.5 mil. You know, like,
and according to your post, you only got 30 grand in cash.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, so, you know, that's why I was just so like, yo, I had to think back on everything, because around the time when it was happening, he was showing up to Miami. I'm thinking like, oh, he's about to do right. You know, I held it down. I didn't say nothing. I didn't put him on blast. I didn't this, that, da, da, da. He probably was thinking like, okay, Swift didn't let me do right. But he shows up, and when he gave me that 30K, I'm like, there's no way you could be telling me congratulations, we did it. And I know exactly how much you have. I know.
Right, not off of Bodak Yellow. not off of Bodak.
Not even off of, I'm just talking about everything she, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know how much you have. I know how much you have, period. You know what I mean? So it's like, for you to come with 30K, I was just like, yo, ain't no fucking way. You know what I mean? And when I look back on it, I'm looking, and, you know, I was about to take action, take course, this, that. I'm looking at it, I'm like, shit, the paperwork is all rigged. So even if I go back to it now, I gotta go through loopholes and this, that, and so it's like it's a
Do you
typical
think that it was these were the intentions in the beginning
the way it
to
feel,
be
yeah.
deceptive? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even feel like it was a situation where at the beginning he was honest and maybe towards the way he just started thinking, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? I don't even think it was like that. I think from jump, it was like, all right, once we get to a certain point, we don't need him no more. Because the way how it was done, that's exactly how it was. And I'm having this with me making that post on Monday. I'm having so much people that was in the picture before me. Like, yo,
I saw that. I saw a
you know what I
young
mean?
guy
Like,
said that he was owed money too.
it was a couple people. There's a couple people.
Yeah.
I'm having people who's hitting me about the Windworks right now. Like, yo, he owed me this too, and he did this. Yo, that's crazy, bro. I didn't know he did this to you. And then I'm even down to somebody's parents. The mom hit me up, and she was like, my son did this, and he did, and I'm just like, whoa, what the heck? Yeah, so the industry sharks is real. You know what I mean? To the viewers that's listening, audience that's listening, to all the artists that's listening, producers that's listening, period. Like, yeah, knowledge
You would
is
say this was fraud, is what you would say.
straight up. Knowledge is everything. You know what I mean? Knowledge is everything. Like, really study this music shit if you're into it. Really study the industry. Study what you're getting into, because nobody gonna tell you nothing. You know what I mean? They're gonna wait till you find out, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is how you fix it. Rather than, yo, this might happen, so do this so this don't happen. You understand?
Yeah. And it makes me wonder, is there any fixing this situation? I know it's no repair on the business relationship between you and management, Shaft at KSR. And I want to also make sure that I put this out there, that Swift is not saying that he has a problem with Cardi, because he does not. That is not what he's saying.
Oh man, yeah.
But let's make sure we put that out there.
No, because
she's not accusing him or anything, or we just want to make sure we say
yeah, I definitely got to put that out there too, because it's like, but y'all got to remember, I can't speak my piece unless Cardi is mentioned, because she's around. Right. It revolves around Cardi. There's no way I could tell my story without mentioning Cardi's name, because when you thought of Cardi, you thought of Swift at the time. You thought of Swift, you thought of Cardi at the time. That's just how it was before. You know what I mean? So it's like, anything around that time, I would have to speak of, because
because you were working together. You were signed to the same label. You were producing for her. Right.
And she even understand. I had to tell her, you know what I mean? Like, tell her, like, yo, anything you actually see or this, that, don't ever think that, such and such, because obviously we wouldn't be talking like that. You know what I mean? If it was attention, obviously you wouldn't answer my hit ups or some shit. We wouldn't be, you know what I mean? So
right.
I have to just put her on, let her know, like, yo, it's not like that, this, that. And but yeah, as far as him, oh yeah, I had to let him have it. I had to put it out there, because it's like, people like him it's 100 more hymns right now. You understand?
Damn.
It's 100 more of hymns right now.
I mean, it's a lot of people in bad. I'm not saying just in general. There are definitely people out there in bad deals, and or in bad contracts. They can't find the loopholes to get out. But it's like, what type of money are you having to spend on lawyers? Like, do you think that this case is even winnable?
No, that's why I didn't even start in that situation yet, because realistically speaking, he has all of the money. You know what I mean? So I'm educated enough to know that I'm not about to go to war legally yet with somebody that could battle back like that. You feel me? Especially with him, he's smart. You know what I mean? He's a smart man. He's not stupid. He's actually really, 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 really smart. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? So it's like, somebody like that, you gotta really be strategic with. You cannot.
Yeah,
I can't explain it. Like, he's a different breed when it comes to this stuff. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, he just, but it taught me a lot. I learned a lot on my own. through this shit, dealing with that. You know what I mean? Learn how to be an independent artist and just sit until it happens. Just work until your work is you know, out there so people could see. But it ain't nothing to dwell on for me at this point. I just had to speak my piece because it's like every time from different angles over the years, it's just always been coming to me, yo, this, that, like such and such said this.
This, that, and the third.
And I'm just not saying nothing. You know what I mean? So people just like, oh, that's true then, because he's not saying nothing about it. You feel me? So I had to speak my piece for a second because it's like that's me defending myself. If I don't defend myself, then nobody gonna defend me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
In closing, because I told you I wasn't going to take up much of your time, but what type of emotional distress has this caused for you?
Man, listen, if I wasn't a positive person, like I said in my post, if I wasn't a positive person, like it could have because you got to think about it, right? We're not just talking about any artist here. We're talking about Cardi. So it's like,
right.
Imagine you being me even for the viewers and listeners right now. Imagine y'all being me, right? And you can't even go to the corner store without getting a question asked about Cardi B.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And like picture that's going on. You just got some shady shit happen to you, so you're trying to figure out what to do next. You're getting questions about the Cardi B walking outside. So it's not even like you could not think about it. You have to think about it 24/7 because it's like radio, videos, Instagram, then walking outside, questions with people. It was like it was undodgeable. The shit was like a curse, you know what I mean? Like, and I just sucked it up. I just sucked it up. It is what it is. I just sucked it up after a while, you know, accepted what the circumstances is and just try to, you know, because he even tried that little blackball shit with me and obviously that didn't work, you know? So it's like, it's too much quotable people I've had conversations with and they came back to me afterwards like, yo, you know, so if you're really cool, man, I don't know why Shab told me not to fuck with you. And I'm just like, huh? I tell you not to fuck with you. So I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, if this person is saying this, how many more people this little narrative is, you know what I mean, floating around and like, so even that black bullshit, don't ever be afraid to speak up, artists, because if you don't speak up, you're just gonna keep sinking down. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
You're gonna keep sinking down. And just take that shit from me. I'm telling you, if you don't, I've waited 5 years and you're not speaking, nothing's going to happen. So speak up, get out of, you're not comfortable in a situation with a manager, you feel like
speak up.
Shady shit going on, speak the fuck up. Don't be like, damn, don't be like, damn, if I don't speak up, he may not pay for my videos no more. He may not, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's like, that's way more valuable. Your piece is way more valuable than you
police your piece.
Like,
say it again.
Like your piece, the piece is way more valuable, man, than you being a rich, depressed motherfucker. You understand? Like, so
right, yeah.
Just always go with your gut and don't be afraid to speak, yo. Speak. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna always try and silence, but speak.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you what your next plan of action is because I don't necessarily think that that's something that you should put on display of what your plan is. But I will ask this question: do you plan on stopping this fight anytime soon?
I just had to speak my piece per se. If he has anything to say, which I highly doubt he's gonna have anything to say, because you can't really say nothing back from that, because it's all facts. So there's just nothing, and this is something I spoke all of that because I know the hundreds of people that know the same scenario. That's why I posted that. I'm like, I'm not dumb. I know there's people out there that's been paying attention. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on my gut and post it because I know I'm not bugging, you know. But other than it's like I said, it's just not no beef. It's just I just speak my piece, whatever the case is, and I'm gonna go about it the way I'm gonna go about it. You know what I mean? And definitely, I'm gonna get my hands on my bread. You understand? So like,
yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And that's one thing for
Well,
sure.
I definitely agree with you to, you know, police your peace. And again, as we said earlier, just to make sure. What'd you say?
No, I didn't say nothing. My bad.
Oh, no, you good. I was just gonna say, just to put out there one more time to make sure everybody knows a issue with Cardi B, because y'all know how y'all be doing. Boy, we'll put some spin on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't spin this shit.
No,
this is why I asked Swift to talk to me to get the real deal.
Nah, it's no spin-offs, no bullshit. Me and Cardi, it's no beef for Cardi, man. Like we speak. That's what you're trying to understand. We actually speak. We talk. Right. It's just like it's just not as like freaking as before, because it's, you know, it's she got a family, I got a family, and it's and doing shit, I'm doing shit, and it's just like you can't expect. I don't expect us to be best of buddies, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But always want to see her win, always did, you know, like, and I'm everything that's going on with her. I'm anytime I see something like the diamond and plaque and I feel happy, because it's like, oh shit, damn, she hit.
Do you even have a plaque for that?
So that's the thing. I don't have the plaques for nothing yet, for anything I've done. But it's crazy because I've seen people in the camp with the manager with plaques of my work, but with their name. So I'm not even gonna speak on that too much. It is what it is. You feel me? So it's like,
y'all ever thought about making new music together?
Well, Cardi?
Yeah.
With Cardi? Oh, well, honestly, I want to actually just hop on her new album, or like even help her work on some new music too. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely do want to work on some new shit with her, because I feel like now that she's like quote unquote the seasoned artist versus, you know, the new artist from before, I feel like now even more we probably can make some even crazier shit than whatever we made, you know, a couple years back. So yeah, definitely, I would, you know, that's definitely something I see happening, you know. So I just give it time. You know, I'm an artist too myself, you know, so I still gotta do what I do. I'm artist developing at the same time, but producing, still songwriting for other artists and stuff. So it's like, but more so this time, I'm actually really, really focusing on just zoning in on my music, you know, just so, because that's my way of expressing, you know, like, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Well, Swift, I thank you for your time. I told you I wasn't going to hold you long. If you got any updates, you know who to call. We're going to get this out here, and we're going to see what responses fly back.
I bet. Thank you for having me.
Cool, appreciate it. No problem. Thank you.